So today I'm going to be doing a natural / under 15-minute look. Now this natural look kind of varies depending on if I'm actually like leaving the house and going out to like a bar or something and I want like a naturally look, or if I just don't feel like leaving the house without makeup on for the day and I'm just like going to the grocery store, going to the movies. But I'll show you like the differences that I would do depending on which one of those I was going to, but generally the look is basically the same. So my brows are already done. Reason being is just because I know that if I'm gonna be like leaving the house or something and I'm putting foundation on my face, I'm gonna have my brows done. That's just a personal preference. Now if that's not something you do, then don't worry about it, but I do have a tutorial on how to do your brows and it takes about, I would say, like 5 minutes. So of course we're always going to start by priming the skin. I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser and we want to rub downwards, of course, to kind of lay our natural hairs down. And I will also press to kind of fill in any large pores. So even though I do not plan on using eyeshadow or doing liner at all, I still will take the time to prime my eyelids. Now I'm using the NYX Eyeshadow Base in Top, and I do this just to make our eyelids look flawless. Okay, so I just put that on with a brush. Now I am just tapping that in and we're going to set it and move on. So I'm going to be concealing any acne scars. You can totally skip this part if you don't have any. Lucky you. But I'm breaking out all of the time. I feel like every time I film is like when I'm breaking out, of course. I do have some texture on my skin because I'm scabbing. Whenever I get any type of acne, I like have to pick it. I'm just one of those people, and like once I start picking, I could do it for like 10 minutes straight, so bear with me, try not to judge me too hard. Now I'm just taking the Beauty Blender and kind of tapping it, and this is just so we don't have any cake up, but that concealer will still hide a lot of the redness. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Revlon Photoready Airbrush Effect. Alright, so I just put some of that on my hand, and I'm taking my Morphe M439 brush, and I'm just kind of like stippling it. And now I just want to do that same type of effect on my face. So I'm just tapping it in everywhere. We don't really want to rub the tapping. The tapping gives you fuller coverage. Okay, and I have a little zit right there, so I'm just gonna, cover that up. I'm still going to take my damp Beauty Blender and just kind of pat around, soak up any of the extra, push it into our skin a little more. Okay, so I'm going to highlight. I'm just going to be taking my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Creamy Beige and doing a little bit, nothing crazy. We don't want to be like over the top. The whole point is to have like a natural look. Now, because we are going for a natural look, I totally excluded doing the sides of my jaw because that's not natural looking at all. That is a very, like, I tried hard to carve the shit out of my face. And now just blend out with your Beauty Blender or Real Technique sponge. So I'm going to cream contour my nose as well as put a tiny bit on the sides. Now you don't have to do this. If you want, you can just do this with powder. I'm doing it with the cream just because I like it better, and it doesn't take that much longer to do it. You might think like, oh, it's an extra step or whatever, but it'll literally take you 2 seconds. So I'm using the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit in light, and I'm taking my angled brush and just dipping it in the lightest color today. Alright, so I'm just going to be doing that much. And then I'm just going to take my Morphe brush. There's no number on it because it's from a kit, but it's just a flat top. It's a little stiff, but still like movable. And this I'm just going to use to press and blend this color out. Okay, so now I'm going to do my nose, and I'm just taking a flat little like paintbrush, drawing a line down the side, well, sides, and I'm going to be using my fingers to just push that into the skin. Again, this whole process you can skip. I would never do this if I'm just gonna like run out, but if I'm planning on going out and still having a natural look, I'm gonna take the time to do this step. Okay, so now it's time to set these creams. I'm just taking my damp beauty blender, dipping it into my Nye Banana Powder, and setting my under eye, nose, and chin. So to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right now, if I were just, you know, moseying around for the day, going shopping, whatever, I would just take the time and put mascara on. But because I am going out, I'm going to put mascara on and apply my false lashes while my concealer is setting. Now I'm using the Better Than Sex. I finally got the waterproof one. And when I'm doing mascara, I like take it, I put it at the root of my eyelashes, and I just like wiggle, and then I'll pull up. Alright, well I just got some mascara on my foundation right here. Do not try to rub it right away. If you do, it's really wet, so it's just gonna like smudge and you're gonna make an even bigger mess. Even though it's probably driving you crazy staring at it like it is for me, just leave it. Like, I'll show you on camera how to take it off, but just leave it, let it dry, because once it gets flaky, you can take a Q-tip and just kind of flick, and then you have a lot smaller of an area that you need to fix. So for lashes today, I'm using Kiss. I got them at Walmart. They didn't have any Ardell Whispies, but they're pretty cool looking. Like, they're supposed to have this natural type look. They're very like wispy, very full, so we'll see. But I went for something that is very like sparse because we want a natural look. We want it to look like our lashes are just long and perfect. Alright, ta-da! Got my lashes on. I actually really like these. Alright, so now I'm going to try to fix this thing. So I'm taking just a dry Q-tip. This little dot is dried. And I'm literally just flicking. Ta-da! Now I'm going to finish bronzing up slash setting the cream that I had. So I'm using MAC Give Me Sun on an angled brush from Morphe. So this is more of a warm tone, which is what you want if you're going for a more natural look. The cooler tone you go, the more it's going to look like a hard contour. Now for highlighters, there are tons of different colors. I'm going to be using the color Bubbly from the That Glow kit. And I'm taking that on a fan brush. I'm going to be putting it here. Now I'm going to be setting my face with the NYX Matte Finish. And if you've ever seen this in store, it has a black spray nozzle. Now I took the spray nozzle off of one of my empty Urban Decay setting sprays just because the mister on those is a lot finer. I did notice that the NYX original cap, it almost comes out like chunky. So I mean, don't get me wrong, you can totally use it as is. After I have set my face, I go in and I coat my lower lashes, and I make sure I'm like looking up, because personally I have extremely long lashes, and if I don't, they'll get everywhere. So if I'm going for a natural look, I usually do not put anything on my lips. I'll clean the foundation off, and then I will go and put my good old Blistex Medicated on. To someone who's not like makeup educated really, whether it be male or female, it's kind of a dead giveaway if you have lipstick on that you have a bunch of makeup on. Most people aren't going to be wearing lipstick if they don't want it to look like they're not wearing makeup. I hope you like the way this comes out. I hope this is kind of what you were looking for, asking for a quick, easy, like 15-minute thing. Again, like I said, you can totally skip the eyelashes and you can totally skip the cream contouring. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow me on social media. I've got my social media names in the description bar. Well, thank you for tuning in, and
go tell your friends about it. Go tell your friends about it. Go tell them what you know, what you seen, how I roll. Go tell your friends about it. Go tell